If you're looking for a closet organizer system, this ClosetMaid rack might be for you. Stick around, we're putting it in right now. So this closet rack system, or this one in particular, and you can get different configurations of the ClosetMaid, so shop around what you want. They're going to give you a hardware bag, mostly screws, wire racking, some of that stuff. Inside this box here, where's my Milwaukee knife? These are the hangers for the rods. These rods, yeah. They're the hangers for the clothes rods. These here. And there's only one thing left. The shelf brackets. Yeah, we've got everything we need to get started. Now you can go through the instructions. This instruction is going to show you different configurations. Our customers have selected this one or this one, whichever one happens to work best with the configuration. So we're gonna line it up. I think we're gonna do with this 7 foot, 8 foot. The closet's like 7.5 feet. So we're gonna see if we can make that one work. I'm just finding some obvious studs. Now sometimes you would be using a level. I'm not going to use one on these ones because it's going to go tight underneath the bulkhead anyway. And if level was like this compared to the bulkhead, you'll notice it right away, but you won't notice it if it's up flush. So up flush is okay, and I'm going to bring it a bit away from the wall over there. And see where my marks, I got one mark there, so that's a one place to put a screw. Another mark here, so those two at least. So manufacturer supplies you with butterfly anchors for places that you can't get any solid support behind. And then they also provide you with these self-tapping wood screws. Be sure that you've got at least 2 solid anchor points with screws, because these just won't cut it on drywall. I mean, they help to stabilize it, that's all. But it's not going to hold it. Don't count on these. Always check the heads of these screws. See this one here? It's got a Phillips bit, but it's a broad Phillips bit. A lot of people, they'll put a Robertson number 2 in there and turn it. It's not designed for that. What you really need is this bit here. This bit here, that's a Phillips number 3. That's a Phillips number 3. Don't put a Robbie head in there. Just strip it out. You can't get any torque with it. Right? Get the right bit. That did not hit wood, even though I thought it would. That's what wood sounds like. Sounds very different. Yeah, that was 24 inches. It should be close. We should be close, but we're not. Right here. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to put the other ones over there. So our next objective is to get these vertical braces in, brackets in. What do you call, I don't know what you call these things. You guys know it. That's what I do. I don't know what things are called. And I really don't look into it. I'm sure it's in the instruction manual. Whatever this thing is, we're putting it in. It's got a little cutout here. The cutout is designed to go under one shelf and hook over the other. So basically here, we're going to suspend them. I'm going to put one way back here in the end. Okay. And you can see here I got a screw. Just because it's on a stud, I'm going to hang another one there. And this one here, got a screw, means it's got a stud. I'm going to hang it here. We're making progress. See here we got a screw. It means we got a stud. Do you see a pattern developing? I want to put this with a stud. Yes, it's going to hold it. It's going to hold it good. But in this deep corner here, I got nothing. I got nothing to hold on to. I have to decide whether I'm going to do a butterfly or if I'm going to do a fancy anchor. So I'm not being sponsored by this ClosetMaid company for this rack system. I'm not actually sponsored by anybody. So when I say that I like something, it's because I honestly like it. When I don't say anything about it, I don't have an opinion. So wall anchors, I definitely have an opinion. So these are what one of these, you know, these, I don't even know what to call them. They're wall anchors. They hold like nothing. They're crap. If I can say crap, can I say crap on YouTube? They're crap. Butterflies, better. Better. But they don't like to be torqued. I've had too many of them break apart here behind the wall. You don't even notice. And you end up destroying it. And if you mess this up, you lose the end. It's gone. So keep looking around, different kinds. These collapsible ones, I really don't like wall anchors, period. But if I'm going to use a wall anchor, I'm going to use something like this, right? They screw into the drywall. Now this one's plastic. This one's lead or pewter or a soft metal. These are the ones I prefer. You put them in the wall where they belong, thread right in, they stop on the face of the drywall, and then you put the screw in. But when you're doing these, put in the screw that's designed for it. You put one in that's too big, it's not going to work like that one. So I have to find this one, this size here. Right, there we go. So I'm going to probably use that. I think that goes together. The plastic one, the issue with the plastic one I get is that sometimes you try to put something in and you can only use this once anyway, both of them. You can only use them once. So the plastic or the aluminum one, either one is easier to use, better to use, it stays in the wall, doesn't create too much of a hole. Who knows, but this is what we're going to use. Now what they don't tell you in the manual, this top piece here, it's 30 inches long. But the short shelf that they give you is only 24. So don't make the mistake of putting this on the very end and putting another one on the end. This won't fit in between. So don't space these more than 24 inches apart. On all of them. 24 inches is that's all you got. So use it wisely. So when you've got your configuration laid out, that was the time to bring the level. I'm going to make sure it's level there, and I'm going to put in one screw here. I'm not going to cram it in there. These steel racks, they'll cut right into the drywall, so make it snug so that it doesn't move, but don't dig into the drywall. Just let her be. I'm going to continue on for these other 4. Now comes the fun part. We're going to put in some racking. So these are a whole bunch of configuration. You think it wants to go this way when you're looking down on it. It doesn't. It goes this way. Hooks in, slides down. All right, and I'll show you right here. We're going to hook this in right there, and I'm going to slide it down. Want to see it again? We're going to hook it in. And we're going to slide it down. And that's it. Unfortunately, I found this with these closets, and this is the biggest downfall. You cannot ever get one in the top because this little wing hits the bar. Okay, so I'm going to put these all the way across. So this rack, I'm going to put the 4-foot one in. So we'll start with this one. I'll put it way over here. All right. So feed this hook through, and then lay it down on the back. And you lay it down so that it goes around this hook here. See that hook there? It's going to go around it, and then when you pull it back, it clips underneath the hook. Like so. It's in it, and you pull it back, and it hooks in right in there. See that? That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. That's going to be nice. So we're going to hang a 4-footer here. There. You're going to run another 4-footer there. Right there. Right. All right. There, there, and there. That's it. Like that. That's another shelf. You don't necessarily need a ton of these. You use whatever you think you're going to need. I'm putting 3 of these per 4-foot length. These go in very simple. You're going to push this all the way through here, around, and you're going to push the back into, and then pull down sharply, and it clips into place. It's really that simple. So the poles that come standard, they've got little plugs that go on the end. Push them in. That's all it takes. So it makes that pretty simple. They're cut already at 4-foot lengths, which is nice. So what these do is they just prevent it from sliding off the end. So when I put it in here, it's going to go like so. Actually, that one I might cut. I'll put this one here, down here. There we go. So also with these, they have these little rubber booties. These go over the ends of your racks. Okay, they give you enough to do everything that you have, left and right sides, and put them on your left and right sides, because otherwise you end up throwing them in the garbage. Okay. So as you can see, it was a pretty easy assembly. Really nothing tricky about it, and I hope the customer enjoys this. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can share it with your friends. Links down in the description with all this material stuff. I guess that's all I gotta say.
Thanks for watching Odd Jobs.